Hello my darlings, welcome to my first review video of 2025. If you're new here, my name is Ijeoma. I am a holistic esthetician and I consider myself a former skincare influencer. I absolutely love what I do, and product review, product knowledge is one of my favorite things to do. I love understanding ingredients, especially for melanated human beings such as myself, and also women of my age. I am in my 30s. I particularly love doing these videos because this is something I've always wanted my channel to be. I want my channel to be a great resource, somewhere where people go for great reviews on skincare, particularly skincare in the UK. I do like to focus on independent skincare brands, but I can dabble in a bit of other brands such as Superdrug. I really do believe in accessibility. I believe I have done 2 Superdrug reviews, which I will link down below. But let's get into today's video. We are going to be reviewing the Naturally Radiant line. This is a line I have used for years. Superdrug recently did a revamp of the line, hence this video. That's what inspired me to do this video, because I thought, okay, now I have something to talk about. I have got my phone. We are going to use that as a reference point, because one thing when it comes to doing brand reviews, I don't believe in the ability to try everything. That's impossible. I can't like everything, and not everything is going to be for my skin type. But because of my product knowledge and because I'm an esthetician, I feel like I can give context. I can give a little bit of guidance. Even if I've not used a product, I can look at ingredients and make a really calculated and educated guess. Now, the Naturally Radiant line is very AHA heavy, glycolic acid, but with a new revamp, it has included PHAs, which are much gentler than AHAs. Yes, I was right. Sorry. Let's start with cleansers. Now, there are only 3 cleansers right now in this range. I have one of them that I have been testing. I'll talk about that in a moment. But let's first start with the hot cloth cleanser. I have tried this product and I like it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just, function-wise, it kind of doesn't make sense to me. I treat this as a makeup remover or a sunscreen remover. It's a cream cleanser. It's something that needs to be taken off with a cloth, and it has been inspired by the cult classic, the Liz Earle hot cloth cleanser. Another point, what makes me not really fall for it, is Superdrug has another hot cloth cleanser in the vitamin E range, which makes more sense. If you're going to use a cleanser that you take off your makeup with, you use a cloth to remove it, it's not on your skin long enough. Do you really need it to be exfoliating? Because for something to be exfoliating, you need to leave it on the skin for a certain amount of time, right? This is one of my biggest problems with Superdrug. I find their lines to be very busy, unnecessarily busy, but it's also not Superdrug's fault, it's our fault. We participate in the Olympics of overconsumption, so brands will respond accordingly. Another reason I don't fall for the hot cloth cleansers, both of them, the vitamin E one and the Naturally Radiant one, is because Superdrug has another one in their Simply Pure line, and when I look at the ingredients, they are so similar. You can give and take a few ingredients, but they are so similar in texture, that's the one I rather go for. It's the cheapest one out of the 3, and for the way that I use it to simply remove makeup or sunscreen or both, it just doesn't make sense for me to spend the money on the vitamin E one or the Naturally Radiant one. Regardless, this has quite a few reviews on the Superdrug website. Quite a few reviews, 40 reviews. All of them seem to be high reviews. As I said, it just simply does not align with my ethos. Am I saying this is a bad product? Absolutely not. But when I'm doing reviews, when I'm considering skincare, I also consider how I use product. I consider my ethos. I consider how much I'm willing to spend on a product, particularly if its function is simply just cleansing. Moving on. Now, I don't know why, but Superdrug has put the acid pads, the glycolic acid pads underneath cleansers. Fair enough. This is another product that I don't feel is worth the trouble. I know a lot of people say, I like cleansing pads, they're easy, you know, you just grab one, you use one, they're great for travel. Fair enough. But once again, I feel a product like this is created more so because of our need to overconsume. We want a product for every specific use, and sometimes that's unnecessary. Am I saying this product is bad? Absolutely not, because it has been in this range for a very long time. So obviously people like it, people are buying it. They've simply revamped the packaging. I will say the ingredients are very similar to, in fact, I think they are the same ingredients. I'll touch back on that with the glycolic toner. So really you're getting the toner in pads. So for me, I would say it would be better to get the toner than the pads. As I look at the ingredients here, I can see they're very, very similar. Dominant ingredient here is glycerin, glycolic acid, quite a few extracts that lean themselves into the category of fruit AHAs. There's sugarcane here, there is sugar maple, there's also aloe in here, there's a bit of witch hazel. As I said, I'd rather you get the toner in the bottle than the pads. But I'm not here to judge you in how you spend your beauty coins. I am just explaining my ethos and how I approach skincare. The third cleanser in this line is a cleanser I have, and I have been testing it out for quite some time. I think I've been using this for about, I would say maybe 5 months on and off. This is not a cleanser I can use every day consistently. It's not even a cleanser I want to use like that because it's an exfoliating cleanser, but I really like it. It is what it says on the tin. It is a gentle cleanser. It has PHAs. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but this is a new release. The pink packaging is more of is the newer part of this Naturally Radiant line, and I don't mind it. I would recommend it definitely. The packaging is not 110% for me. I feel like this cap can fail on me anytime. I have read a few reviews that have said the cap on them has failed. I like the size. What is it? 150 ml. Decent price, under a tenner. If you have oilier skin, I feel like you could work with this. I have combination skin. I have oiliness in my T-zone and I'm normal everywhere else. I can get a bit dehydrated if I misbehave. But I think the oilier you are, the more you can rely on exfoliating cleansers. The rest of us, we have to be a little bit mindful. Do I see myself repurchasing it? I don't think so. I'm not really the biggest fan. Or rather, I would say, let me rephrase that. I don't feel like I need to rely on exfoliating cleansers, but this is something I would definitely recommend for oilier skin types, or even to men, especially those who shave often. I would definitely recommend this because you have to be on top of your pork hair if you're always bringing a blade onto your skin. Nice texture, gel-like texture. It doesn't have the biggest of foams, but it feels nice on the skin. I think it works amazing as a second cleanse in a double cleanse. It does work well on its own as well. I would give it a 3 out of 5. I would give it a 3 out of 5. Let's talk about some ingredients. In this, there's aloe. There is a PHA of, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pronounce this. I will try. Gluconolactone. Yes, that's a PHA. That's a PHA in this product. There's glycerin in this. There's a bit of perfume. It does have a lovely little scent to it. There's also lactic acid, glycolic acid, and quite a few fruit extracts, but this is rather low on the ingredient deck, so I wouldn't put too much stock into that. I'm not mad at it. Great branding. It's pretty to look at. 3 out of 5. I know who to recommend this to, but I won't be repurchasing it. Because I talked about the pads, let's move to toners. Because that's even where I think this line has its greatest strength. the toners. The Naturally Radiant Glycolic Toner is an OG in this line. It is well loved. A lot of people absolutely love that product. I used to love that product. It did the job. It was strong, it was potent, but then my skin started to hate it. It was just a little bit too harsh. That's my problem with this, with the glycolic range. It's strong. Whatever they're using, it is potent. I remember they used to put 5% on the bottle, but the new bottles don't have the percentage anymore. But the glycolic products in this range are very potent. In the wrong hands, you will damage your skin barrier. Please be mindful, listen to your skin. But they are effective. I don't know why my skin just decided that she hated this toner, because I used it for a couple of years, loved it. It was a staple for me. But now I could not be bothered with it. It's a little bit too harsh for my skin. As a part of their revamp, the toner comes in 3 sizes. It comes in half a liter, 300 ml and 100 ml. If you do the numbers, it is cheaper to get the half a liter one. And just like the toner pads, the ingredients are really similar. Glycolic acid is high up on the ingredient deck. Quite a few fruit extracts. There is witch hazel in this. There's the perfume. There's glycerin. I remember it having a really soft, hydrating feel, but glycolic acid is very hydrating. It is a AHA. AHAs pull moisture into the skin. They don't only exfoliate. Don't let my experience put you off. I'm just one of those people who believe in very mindful exfoliation. So if you're going to buy this product, just be aware of that. It is strong, and I don't think it is something that you can use every day. Listen to your skin, and also read the reviews on Superdrug. There are quite a few reviews on there, all arguing for and against the product. Now let's talk about the other toner in this range. This is the Gentle PHA toner. As you can see, they belong together. Right, when I bought this, I thought I was going to use it on my face, but I have quite a few exfoliants in my skincare, and I just feel like PHAs are not going to serve my facial skin in the way other AHAs would. And because I don't believe in daily exfoliating, I don't think I am the best person to even give this product a review in that sense for facial skin. But I will tell you what I use this for, because I'm about to finish it and I am going to repurchase this. I have been using this for my body care. Yes. I know we are all focused on facial care, but we must look after the body skin. Now, I do have dry body skin, but I also have a really beautiful body care routine that I really like, that is not too product heavy, but it also relies on the product knowledge that I have as an esthetician. I do believe in regular exfoliation of my body, but not necessarily physical exfoliation. I do like to incorporate a chemical exfoliation in my body care. This has been doing the job beautifully. I used to use the glycolic one on my body. It's far too sticky. It is so sticky, so hydrating. Like, you cannot use that at night. You are not going to sleep. It is such a sticky and tacky, uncomfortable product. So I used to use it during the day. I used to drench my body with it, then moisturize, and I'll be left with very soft, very soft skin for at least 3 to 4 days. Loved that for my body. I might even buy it for my body now that I've remembered that beautiful memory. But that's what I've been using this for, and I use it maybe once a week, every 10 days. I would drench my body, cover myself with moisturizer, and it's not as sticky as the glycolic one. Still hydrating as well, because PHAs are also hydrating, and not as potent. I mean, my skin is soft. I still employ other techniques of exfoliation, and I have my body butters and my body moisturizers. But this does the job much gentler and makes me much more happier. I definitely recommend it for that. I am going to be repurchasing it for that. And that's about it for me with this product. I can't talk about it for my facial skin, but I can talk about it for my body. And I would definitely recommend anybody, especially if you're a girlie who loves to show her skin in the summertime, this is a winter skin staple. Summer body skin is made in the winter. Let's say that again.
Summer body skin is made in the winter.
Let's talk about some ingredients. Once again, Superdrug has followed a very similar ingredient deck. There is lots of fruit extracts in this. There's the gluconolactone, which is the PHA they're using in this line. There's glycerin in this as well, plus a few other glycerin derivatives, and there's also aloe in this. Body care girlies, get into it. Let's get into the serums. Now, the serums are new to the range, and I would not recommend any of them simply because of my ethos. I don't think I don't think buying the serums is a wise use of your beauty budget. Get the toners. The ingredient decks are so similar. So similar. You will get the same results if you just pat in a few layers of the toner into your skin before your moisturizer. They have the 2-in-1 moisturizer and serum in the glycolic range. That one has niacinamide, and that's something I definitely can't use because I break out from niacinamide. But I looked at the ingredient deck. I don't want to repeat myself. Very similar to the toner. Also the glycolic booster serum. Now, glycolic acid is the first ingredient, so I know this is very potent, and it's in 5%. They have made themselves clear on the website. So I know this is a very potent product. Once again, you have to have enough wisdom to use this product without breaking your moisture barrier. And some people in their reviews have experienced the same thing that I did with the glycolic acid toner. Their skin somewhat rejected it, and the product turned into tiny little balls. It didn't want to sit on the skin. Once again, I repeat, I would not recommend any of the serums. Rounding off with the gentle serum, they made one as well with the PHA in the pink. Same thing, the PHA is the dominant ingredient in this. I think getting the toner, you get more product for your money. Very similar ingredient deck, and once again, pat it into your skin, and my calculated, educated guess is that you're going to get the same results. Last but not least, let's talk about the moisturizers. Once again, this is a part of this range that I have avoided. When it comes to moisturizers, I don't particularly like it when my moisturizers have actives. I prefer to leave that in the serum step, in that in-between step before moisturizer. I prefer my moisturizers to be simply occlusives, things that are healing, that are rejuvenative to the skin. I just want to seal in all that goodness and not necessarily rely on my moisturizers as actives. There is an eye cream in this range. It does not have glycolic acid within it. It has more fruit extracts, which are naturally derived AHAs. Fair enough, but I don't use eye creams, and I still don't know how I feel about them. So I'm not the best person to talk about this product, but when I look at the ingredient deck, it does sound moisturizing. It does have shea butter within it. It does have niacinamide, which is an ingredient a lot of people love. I can't use that ingredient. Of course, there's glycerin in this. Let's look at a few reviews. Let's look at the best one and the worst one. Okay, the best review says that they found it to be quite hydrating. They also say they are lover of eye cream, so they have some sort of experience. They say they're happy with it. It didn't sting their eyes, and they feel like it did the job. Fair enough. The least favorable reviews say it's a little bit too fragranced to be putting around the eye. They found that to be quite uncomfortable. There you have it. Now let's talk about the Naturally Radiant Night Cream. As I said, I don't need my moisturizers to have actives in them, so this is not a product I would buy. Let's see what ingredients are in this. There's niacinamide in this, so even if I wanted to use this product, I couldn't. There's shea butter as well. There's dimethicone, so that must give it a nice sleepy texture. The fruit acids, classic of this line, and there's also glycolic acid. Quite high in the ingredient deck, so I'm expecting this to be potent. Let's look at some reviews, the best and the worst. Oh, there are quite a few naughty reviews. 15 people have given this a 1 star. Let's start with a good review. Somebody said it's rich and creamy. I did mention that. The shea butter, the dimethicone, rich and creamy. Sinks in beautifully into the skin. They enjoy the smell. Let's look at those 1 star reviews. Apparently they have reduced the size of the product. It's half the amount of the product at the same price. I did say they have revamped this line. Hate it when brands do that. Somebody has said the new formula irritates their skin, so they have changed their formula. Quite a few people are just simply disappointed with the change of the formula and the reduction of amount in the product. Once again, as I said, this is not a product I would use or even recommend. Now for the product that I've always thought to be the most strangest in this line, and that is the day cream. This also has SPF of 25. Why would I use an AHA product that has SPF during the day? I mean, it kind of makes sense, but once again, it's tapping into our over-consumerism and how lazy, I'm going to say it, how lazy consumers can be. We can do our due diligence and learn a little bit more about product so that brands don't take advantage of us. This is OG to this line. This has been in this line forever, but of course they have revamped the packaging. Let's look at ingredients and some reviews. Niacinamide in this, so IJ can't even try it if she wanted to. I can see some ingredients that I am aware are SPF. There's a fruit extracts. There isn't glycolic acid in this one outright. There's vitamin E in this. Not something I would recommend for, I know, far much more superior moisturizers than this and SPFs. Let's look at reviews. 26 1 stars. As I said, IJ knows what she's talking about. I love product knowledge. I'm not complaining for no good reason. And the 5 stars are 23, so there are more bad reviews than there are good reviews. They're saying the same thing they did for the other cream. It feels nice on the skin. It absorbs easily. They enjoy the texture. Okay. But the 1 stars also say the same thing for the other moisturizer. They have changed the formula. A lot of people are not happy. Some people have used this cream for such a long time, so they are aware of the difference. New formulation is awful. They've also reduced the size of the product. They have cut it by half. Apparently it used to be 50 ml, now it's 25 ml, and they have not changed the price. Shady. Yeah, most of the people who have left 1 star reviews are just simply disappointed by the change of the size and the change of the formula. Moving on. Now this is new. This is new, the Naturally Radiant Glow Moisturizer. The formula of this is quite different from the moisturizer. I don't know why it's calling itself Glow. I think because of the niacinamide. I don't know, but the niacinamide is also in the other moisturizer. There's witch hazel in this as well. I have a feeling this is a product that has a little bit of glitter in it, like a sheen that makes your skin look glowy. Quite a few fruit extracts, just like the entire range. Once again, nothing is screaming out special to me. Let's look at some reviews. Yes, it has light reflecting pearls. It gives your skin a bit of a shimmer, a bit of a glow. Okay, that's what I've just read from one of the reviews. Okay. Nothing exceptional. They've all enjoyed, a lot of people have enjoyed it. They like the texture, they like that glow it gives. Let's read a 1 star review. There are 3 of them on here. They didn't enjoy the glitter. They didn't enjoy that glitter look. Yes, those who complained about this are just simply not enjoying the glitter look. Let's quickly look at some 4 stars. Once again, complaining about the glitter look. Right. A lot of people have also said this. If you have dry skin, this moisturizer is not quite enough. It's not moisturizing enough. As I said, it's not a product I would recommend. Now, of course, there is a moisturizer in the PHA line. Let's talk about that. Let's see what people are saying. Once again, this is not a product I would buy. Okay, similar ingredient deck, but it has the gluconolaton, the PHA, as the active in this product. There's glycerin in this. Nothing else is really standing out. There's dimethicone, a few glycerin derivatives. There's panthenol in this. The extracts, of course, they have to shine in this line. There's aloe juice in this. Let's look at a few reviews. Quite a few have enjoyed it, which I'm not shocked. PHA is quite gentle to the skin. Many have said it's a very lightweight moisturizer. Once again, that's not really my type of moisturizer. I like a heavy moisturizer on the skin. The only 2-star review it's gotten is that it rolls off the skin. Once again, I've mentioned this. It rolls off the skin and it doesn't want to stick to the skin, kind of thing. Superdrug, you can do better. You can do better, definitely. Now let's talk about the one moisturizer I would recommend from this line, and I have been testing it out, and that is the glycolic acid mask. Here she is, a product that I have really enjoyed. Shocked me. I didn't expect it to be that good, but it is potent. This is something you can only use maybe once or twice a week, pushing it, but it leaves the skin so soft, so exfoliated. But I cannot stress the mindfulness that would be needed for a product like this. I just feel like this range is very potent. It does the job, but in the wrong hands, I think you can be really disappointed and you can break your moisture barrier. The texture also surprised me. This is a clear gel. I didn't expect that. I was waiting for like something creamy. I don't know why. I was just waiting for something creamy. I like it. I would recommend it to my clients who I trust. They're not at the beginning of their skincare journey. They know what they're doing and would not abuse a product like this. All I can do is stress mindfulness. That's all I can do. I wish there was a little bit more. This is 50 ml. I wish it was 75 ml. Do better, Superdrug. But I recommend it. Not for everybody, but those who know what they're doing or are willing to exercise a lot of mindfulness as they are in the beginning of their skincare journey, I would recommend this. I really like the results. I've been using it for about 8 weeks, once or twice a week, and I like it. I like it. Let's look at some ingredients. I'm sure there's nothing that's going to shock us. There are glycerin derivatives in this. There's a bit of alcohol. There is glycolic acid, of course, and the extracts and glycerin. It's actually quite a short ingredient deck, and thankfully Superdrug has made it clear the glycolic in this is at 5%. Shall we read some reviews? Oh, I like this review, a nice reboot, and that's exactly what this is. She's used it exactly as they suggest they do, twice a week, and she likes what it does for her skin. Smoother, softer skin. Okay, I see that. Nighttime hero. I absolutely get it and absolutely get why they're saying that. You do wake up to very glowy, very soft skin. Very soft skin. Let's look at some 4 stars. What did they complain about? They didn't say much. They just decided to give it a 4-star, and that's fair enough. I would give it a 4-star. I want it to be bigger. I want it to be bigger. And that's that, my darlings. This is my review of the Naturally Radiant line from Superdrug. As I said, I am an esthetician, so I feel like that gives a lot of context. I hope my talk through the products will give you a little bit more context as you're doing some shopping. Superdrug likes to say that you can use this in conjunction with the rest of the products in this line. I don't think so. I think if you do what I did, pick up the mask, beautiful, use it well, pick up a toner as opposed to the serums and pat it into your skin. The serums are not great bang for your buck, and As for the cleansers, this does the job. It's not bad. It's okay. You can leave that and stick to the toner, right? As per usual, I'll be a good girl and fill the description box with as much information as I can. I want to thank you so much for being here. My name is Ijeoma, and I'll see you soon.